All right, so let's talk about the next feature. This is posting an assignment. So again, everything's going to appear in the stream. You can't post the assignment here. It's only going to give you options to do an announcement. So we're going to go to create. And you want to get used to doing everything here in the create. That way you can organize it by topics easily. Okay, so when we want to create an assignment, we're going to go to create assignment right here at the top. And then we're going to give our assignment a title. Now, in the next topic, we're going to talk about naming conventions. So right now, uh, just sort of, we'll talk about why I'm naming this as it is. Chapter 1 activity. Okay. And then we're going to give instructions for homework tonight. You will read chapter 1 into the wild and complete this attached activity. Alrighty. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to attach it. So we talked about in the last video the different options. I'm going to attach this from Drive. So I come down here to where it says attach. I click Drive. Now, I often try to make sure that I've edited the file before I do this because that way it's going to pop up in my recent. But if not, I can also go to Drive and search for it. So here's my Into the Wild activity. I've clicked on it. I'm going to press Insert. Now notice over here it says student can view file. So what that actually means is the student could look at this, but the student cannot edit it in any way, right? And I want the student actually be able to edit it. So I'm going to change this here. So I'm going to press this arrow here next to student can view file. And I got three options. Student can view file is when that student simply can view that file. Students, notice the plural, can edit the file. At this point, this means every single student I give access to are all going to be editing the same document. Now, this could be great for a whole class workshop, like if you're working as a class through a text and you want every student to be in the same thing with you so they can see your highlighting, see the notes that you're making while you're doing it. Or even if you want to only give access to a couple of students, like one group has access to this text and you want them to edit and work on it together. But any student who's given access in this assignment will have edit rights. The last one is make a copy for each student. So what this is going to do is, right now, let's say I have 20 students in the class. It's going to make 20 separate copies of this assignment, and it's going to change the name to Into the Wild 2646 Activity Discussion, and then it's going to have the student's name. So that way I'll know which one is actually that student's copy. Okay. So over here, it's set to go to my one class in there. If I had multiple classes, I could select for it to go to more than one, which students I want it to go to, if it's graded or not. So I could also choose ungraded, but this is going to be homework, so it's graded. Okay. We'll talk about due dates later, but let's go ahead and put it under a topic. So I'm going to press this little arrow here. I'm going to hit create topic, and I'm going to say topic unit 2 into the wild. All right. So I've got that topic there, and I'm going to assign. Now, depending on how many students you have in the class, it could take a little while. So when I click here, I'm going to see turned in and assigned. I can also click view assignment. And again, if I had students, I'd see all of them under here, the instructions here. All right, so click at the top, instructions, student work, and they would all be here. And as they turned in, they would start appearing over here, as the ones that weren't turned in would stay over here under assigned. Okay. All right, now let's go back to this assignment. So as we can see, it's now there and Into the Wild and the stream. Now, let's say I want to edit this assignment. I can edit. However, I can change the points. I can change which students it's assigned to. I can change the title, the instructions. I can change the due date. I could change the topic. I can add additional attachments. But what I cannot do is change this template. Notice there's no option here to do anything to the template. The problem is, well, the reason is because that template is already going out to the students. So the copies are already in their Google Drives linked to Classroom that you also have access to. So if I've made a mistake with the template itself, the easiest thing to do is just to delete the assignment. So I could just go over here and delete the assignment, and then I could redo the assignment so that they all get a new updated template. And then you just kind of want to post an announcement, let the students know, and make sure they're working in the right file. Alrighty. So that is it for this video. Please continue with this topic where another video will talk about quizzes and questions.